If you stand in front of that sucker, it'll turn the internet off on that. I guess we're gonna have to go ahead and put the curtain up and, you know.
In that
Can you do
front live well? Yeah, maybe. Yep. And this will go in there.
I just didn't want to slap you with it.
Well, hello. Fishing with Big Mike says, come on, 90 pounder. Good morning, Dave.
Yep. Oh. Once you get it started, just pop it straight down. You got this, buddy. I have faith in you.
Why does it make you say so complicated?
Hold on.
I'm trying to put it in.
Hold on, guys.
Wait,
What's
don't
up?
do the baby movie.
I don't go that far yet.
Sorry, guys. We're trying to get the shade situated. Ooh.
I don't know what y'all are struggling with. Me and Tank got our deal done.
Oh. Can you? There we go.
Now Charlie has to come back here and be a part of the show.
Ah, good morning. Ah.
Hello.
We are on the ledge.
In case you were wondering, it is starting to get toasty.
It is starting to get rather warm to only be 8 o'clock in the morning. There's some fish coming up this ledge.
Yeah.
I have faith with the ledge.
We are snagged in the far rod. Farboard. Side profile make me think Pam from the office. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
So, long time no see. It's been crazy. We had a couple weeks of not going live due to weather and being out of town for fishing expos. But we are back and fishing Santee Cooper.
With a real professional tank.
He's hiding. Will you turn the knob on that front live well so no one eats it?
hiding between the consoles?
Not really.
I mean, there's a whole rod locker you can sit on and. I know, come over here.
These things aren't that comfortable.
Where's Georgia? So, with us not being,
I don't remember where the square throw cushion is.
he's up front.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
So this is the first time that we are fishing this area. So we were invited to stay at Relaxed Retreat Carolina King. And so with us not having been in this area before, Georgia got to stay home.
They have alligators. We brought Tank instead, though.
Yeah. Ain't no better, but.
I don't know. She never complains that the rod lockers are uncomfortable. She just goes back there
I
and lays.
was just telling him that.
I'm sure.
Huh?
That was one of the first things that Bellamy said when we got in the car. Is Georgia going to be there?
Well, see, they have alligators here.
And she makes a treat. Should be considered a boat snack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to bring boat snacks. She is the boat snack. So we decided against that one. The other reminder to drink water. Everybody has a bottle of water. That is.
I had my bottle of water first thing this morning. But we have plenty of water. We've got liquid IVs, oat snacks. Judy, hello. Welcome in.
One squall packs very small fishing.
Cardboard?
Yeah.
I just got a FaceTime from Mommy. Is it actually her or Bellamy on the tablet?
Bellamy.
So, we've got some guests on the boat.
Mommy would just call you.
We have Tank
Hi.
and Charlie from Not It Fishing with us on the boat today. Bobcat says, where are we fishing?
Santee Copa. We're fishing in a dang forest. I gotta be honest, I've already hit 2 trees today and I'm not thrilled about it.
And where are my tennis balls? Well,
Sorry, old man.
so what had happened was,
What was all that? Tree stumps?
That?
Yeah.
So, how do you want me to answer this?
Probably rocks.
It looks like fish.
It's not a fish.
It looks like a big old pile of fish.
and you're
It
gonna
looks
drag
like
it.
a pile of rocks.
Nah, rocks typically don't cast shadows like that.
So sit in my seat. You'll see it a little bit better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, move your tail. You're not going to read comments.
I was just looking and then.
Get lost, loser.
Dang, that was quick. You only been live no time.
Yeah. Well, he had just flooded the
Where are
chat.
you going? So we are currently dragging, fishing under movement, pulling planer boards for blue cats.
Our boneheads. Whatever wants to eat our perch on.
I mean, that is a fair assessment that, like, there's no shortage of trees.
Another day without my walker, he says.
You'll be all right, old man. Just go bumping. Go catch a fish for us, because we can't do that. That's
That's a fish.
a fish. And that's a pretty solid mark to be in 10-foot water.
Oh, okay, that sounds fun. Now that we're in the channel and out of the trees, I agree.
It's really not sketchy in here.
Well, yeah, over here.
We have to idle for an hour to get back to the creek that we're staying in, which is kind of sketchy, but you know, it is what it is.
All part of the adventure.
I wonder what that board's doing.
Huh?
I'm gonna let a little more line out on that one.
Jeff, no, we don't. For plenty of reasons. Our channel is family friendly, first off. Second off, it's illegal. Trees hold fish, that's right.
Yeah, boating under the influence is a felony.
Yeah, that was a giant one there.
What I've never understood is everybody asks that on a live stream. It's like, oh yeah, you know, when I do things that are illegal, I typically like to broadcast them on the internet.
Right.
We are in South Carolina.
We get it too. Everybody says, oh, all you need is a cold drink.
Bobcat says he's only allowed root beer. What was that?
To make us wonder if we hit another tree. How's it feel to bounce your head off that bar?
It's not bad. I think that's the second time I've hit it.
When we were fishing in Oklahoma.
South Carolina. Y'all
I mean,
rednecks?
dropped up in this.
Richard is. He's a hick.
Hey. That's dumb hick to you, sir.
You just subbed and liked? Well, thanks. Thank you so much. Alley Cat says, hi, folks. Nothing like that view of the back, out the back of the boat, right? You should have seen it when the sun was rising. It was beautiful.
Like I say, there's those that catch fish and those that take pictures of sunrise.
I take a lot of pictures.
Yep. I was going to say, Charlie and I both took pictures this morning.
I was going to ask you to readjust the boat, and then I thought, that's probably taking a little too far.
No dynamite fishing either? Nope.
No, but I give you advice on dynamite fishing. Make sure you always bring 2 sticks. That way you've got one for you and one for Mr. Greenpants. He can't be mad if he does it too. That's not life advice.
What's up, JR and friends? Oh, just a fishing. Waiting for the kitchen part. Alex T says yellow.
Purple.
Y'all using crappie?
No. Just old white perch. That's what I need though. Big old crappie. Big old black crappie.
He says watch out for Mr. Green Jeans. Solid advice.
I'm not even worried about Mr. Green Jeans. I'm worried about Mr. Green back, green top, green face.
With lots of teeth.
Old swamp puppy. That first one we saw was a solid gator.
I'm kind of mad I missed it.
He looked delicious. That's something else I've never had.
No, I take Gage nuggets.
Have you?
Make sure you sub and like. Thank you.
With the pond that has alligators.
Are you guys using trolling baits or lures?
Yeah, Gage
Baits.
nuggets.
Baits. I caught me some bass on a swim bait.
Oh, bass and a bunch of bluegill on a rooster tail. That's cold.
Oh, that could have been. Never mind. I got excited for a second.
I did too. That one looked more fishy than the other ones.
about that brush. And so when I just happened to look back, that one was us dragging through a brush pile.
So there's your middle boy. No bad.
That's all you. Colton, write it down.
Do I write that part down?
Go get.
Here, fishy, fishy. Use your whiskers. Are you drifting? No, so we're dragging.
Better get it together.
We're using the trolling motor to pull us forward.
I about did. My feet forgot how to feet there for a second.
I like your boat. Well, thank you.
At this point, I feel like we should have just stayed at the dock. We just parked the boat on the dock,
You catch a broom?
casted out cat rods, catching those little channel cats that Colton caught last night, and we just talked about to keep them perch.
Oh, there's one off the bottom.
What?
That channel cat that I caught was just barely moving.
That?
Yeah.
That cluster of
Oh.
marks? Negative.
Okay, from back here,
I ain't Bobby one.
you're lucky I don't have a pupil poker.
Hey, I can say that I've set a new personal best this trip already.
Yeah, that is true.
I've never caught a turtle before.
I caught a salmon turtle though.
Why?
No, that's
That's a foot prop.
that's what that is.
He can put his feet on
Yeah.
that. This is my boat.
You lucky boy.
How many times you watch me walk across that thing?
Yeah,
Boy,
you see all the marks?
It's yours.
What's your point?
Cheers
I'm
from
not gonna walk in my
Texas.
house
Well,
and put my
thank
feet on your
you.
coffee table.
Cheers from Australia.
Ah,
Completely different when you do it.
Welcome in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, somebody's on top.
I've asked Damon if he'd make me a top that had a cushion on it, on half of it. That way I had a cushion to put my feet
Good
on.
morning. Michael Johnson says, good morning, y'all.
Morning.
You went ice fishing yesterday? What?
What? No way.
Tell me about this trip. Tell me about your ice fishing. Because it is June here. And I don't know where you go ice fishing in the middle of June.
The Arctic.
I mean, there is ice there year round. He is right.
Yeah, that's true.
Aw. We definitely got to get back into the channel some. Not that I really want to, but Jeepus is saying trees,
Ooh,
and LiveScope says those are rather tall.
yeah. There's fish in those trees, but...
Oh, I'm sure they've got big exposed root balls. I guarantee you there's fish hanging out around them. But see, I want to be on the ledge, not
Bro, it
above
feels
the
like
ledge.
103 in Texas. How are you doing ice fishing?
I found a tree.
Michael Johnson says it's pouring rain here in East Tennessee. Oh, Lord.
Well, oh,
We have coolers in our pond
we got so lucky
to
to
breathe
breathe
in.
I could see the panic in the way you were reeling. But that board wasn't moving.
Oh, did it slip? You need me to reel that one in and then you deal with the other one?
The problem is I can feel the trees. Snag deal.
Smokey says, hello fam, long time. What would you rather catch, a 5-pound bluegill or 10-pound bass?
5-pound bluegill.
That wasn't even a question.
That bass is big
I
enough.
live in
my
South
friends are gonna
Africa,
fuck
it's
that
very
thing
cold
down.
in June. Okay. Yeah, Michael, I saw that. Oh. Oh no, okay.
Might be squalls for this week, so they've got lines on this place. I'm out of mono.
Damn, that's a hell of a ledge.
Can you give me the phone number?
How do you catch it?
Because it's down there.
Is that it for him to catch it? Why didn't you catch it?
Because I'm
You might see
sitting
another
down.
buoy.
Way over there.
What color is it?
I don't know. Can't see that from here.
Probably green.
Oh, well, there's a red one right there.
Okay. I'm starting to feel like this is not a trap.
Catfishing, yes. Do bluegill even get that big?
On the west coast they do.
Is it, what, Sarah Parvin? Yeah, you should look at some of her bluegill.
They're not faux heads, they're like 37 heads.
Yeah. Certain breeds get pretty huge. Yeah. So we are catfishing. We're dragging for cats right now. We do have some friends on the boat. We have Tank and Charlie from Not It Fishing. My uncle has some that average 1 to 2 pounds. Ooh.
Damn, 1 to 2 pounds makes the ones that I was catching seem small.
Yeah.
No, the ones
The
that I
ones
was
we catch at the house.
I'm not sure Richard what I was catching at the Pan Kevin's. Let's see, which one?
He felt like a real fisherman.
I did.
He's catching bluegill on a rooster tail.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Instead
Jay-
of a bobber and worm.
Or a speaker rig. And I caught bass for too.
J Hook says in PA rivers we use 8-inch trout for big channel cats.
That trout seems bigger than the channel cat. Any channel cat that I've seen.
I think you're still thinking about small channel cats. Right. You're forgetting that you can go to places and catch 20 pound channel.
That's hard to imagine in James River. Jess has
Hello.
probably got one.
Using trout for bait? That's just wrong. It's actually very common. Striper fishing.
Yeah, that thing, that's good.
Yep.
Life is good.
Yep. Swim baits is good for our bass in South Africa.
Nice. I'm rather. This is pretty awful. Really starting to feel this.
I used to be a ditch pickle fisherman.
To master fishing, you must first learn to master bait fish.
Oh, goodness. Hello.
So, I'm no mathema wizard, but that looks a lot like a thermocline.
I thought the same.
Not saying it is. Looks like a lot like it. If it's not, it's missed a golden opportunity. That almost looks fishy. Definitely fishy. It's definitely sticky.
Mhm.
It's not the kind of brown stick.
The best way to catch channel catfish in South Africa is to use mullet. Depending on the waters here, mullet is a good bait. Andy says, I don't think you have enough fishing poles.
Hey, we have space for more.
Yeah. How many more do you want me to run? For every complaint you make, I'll add another rod. Just for you both.
Yeah.
So sit down.
We probably have enough fishing poles in the garage to fill 3 boats. Probably more.
He's probably got
Michael
enough fishing
says,
poles on
oddly
this
enough,
boat.
my very first fish was an 8-pound
We
largemouth.
take all of them out.
Caught it on a jitterbug out of my dad's friend's pond. Nice.
2 on the hook combos, 2 precision cast rods, and my combo.
There's something that's brown and sticky on your side. It's sticking up.
Oh. Yeah, sure is. I think it's one of the floating brown and
I was
sticky.
going to say, that one kind of looks like a float.
Is that one of those free-for-all sticks? He's just hanging out, ready for everybody to hit him?
He's doing his own thing, trying to find his way in the world.
Yeah, he's looking a lot less like a floater now. He's just a floater. He's not. You'd think with a floater and this much wind, you'd pass it a little faster.
Hey, right there in the channel, though.
I understand that, Michael.
I don't know what to do anymore, guys.
I just came here for a boat ride.
I said I'd take you fishing.
We're fishing.
I never said anything about catching.
Hey, look, I already said I caught that turtle. I'm good.
I mean, technically he's bred more than just one PB. Some big perch y'all were catching last night.
That is very true.
You ever caught that many at a time, too?
Fishing with Big Mike says, how has y'all's bite
been
been
I've caught
lately?
3 at a time.
I've never caught one on every hook.
It be slow in Chattanooga area. Big Mike, we haven't fished since before we went to Chattanooga.
And Bobcat said that the fishing was bad and he wouldn't take us fishing while we were there because he didn't like us that much.
And I forgot his tennis balls.
Is that what?
Yep. Oh!
Huh. That almost sounded like a trick. I'm not saying it was, but it kind of sounded like one. But I feel like I'm very much so inside the channel markers. Why are there so many trees in the channel markers?
Trees moved there after the channel markers. And they didn't see them.
What in the world?
Michael, we are using both pin squalls and Komodo. Komodos. What Komodos are we running? 471s. Sorry. There's a lot going on right now. Oh, it might be real crazy for you guys. I'm sorry. Linda, listen here. Catch me a fish. Well, Miss Burrito. Yeah. This is our first time fishing in Santee. What?
I said, I think we're about to put coin sinkers on and hang out somewhere.
Where's your point singer?
Jamie, I'll have to get him because she's got to get clips every 24 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, you have certain clips for
It depends on the area. Most of the time, kids under a certain age don't have to have one.
Kids over a certain age don't have to have it. It's always kids under a certain age.
No, fishing permits.
License?
Yes.
I thought you were talking about life jackets.
No.
I did too.
I'm also currently trying to figure out how shallow we are.
10.5.
Right. But I didn't really see this hump on live scope.
It's because we're getting blown
Right.
around.
So I'm just trying to keep track of everything. Suspended over a deep ledge probably be the ticket, Mike says.
Thermocline, not going to work.
Mason says, I'm on the way.
Deep is
Almost
not
there.
the answer at all. That's the hump you're seeing.
Yeah.
The map. But we're about to get right over here.
Micah says, dang, thermocline.
Yeah.
Are we changing baits?
No. It'll be fine. Will you work on me clips?
Like
Me
the,
weights? Alright, we're gonna switch over to coins. I'm not gonna sacrifice dragon weights while I'm intentionally fishing timber.
I'm wondering what kind of clips.
Well, right, for sinkers.
I know.
I don't care what kind of clip. I just have to have sinkers and clips on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, just lay it on the thing.
Sorry guys, it's gonna be windy until I get over here and spin us around.
We got to deal with it, so do y'all.
Alright, well, most lakes have thermoclines, especially if they get high water temps. But all these trees have big, giant, open, exposed root balls. So we shall see what happens.
Oh, that's why it's not there. It wasn't in the second ever game. Wind blowing in. Might get stuff over.
Yes, we are on Santee. We have not caught anything yet, Michael. Or Mason, I'm sorry, Mason. We've been dragging. We've been seeing fish, we're just not having hookup ratios, so we're gonna switch over to anchor fishing.
We've been hooking up with trees.
Yeah, we've been hooking up with trees, not fish, so we're trying something different. Pole's going down.
Where do you put these when you don't
I can
go?
just let him know. Because we might drag again at some point today.
I feel certain you will.
Yeah. Because you feel like in about 10 minutes, if we don't catch a fish, I'm going, this is stupid.
This is stupid. We gotta do something.
No, my thought is we go back to that big old pile of fish that we saw.
Yeah, they were all dinky little fish. I feel like we can catch those anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're catching worms trying to catch pepper.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, now I'm in the way. Alright.
Grabbing one of our pre-tied leaders with the bullseye floats from Plunger Cat Outdoors. Beautiful.
That made a pretty big splash for a 4-ounce sinker.
Yeah. All right.
Y'all want to work on the bait situation?
What bait situation?
You need a bait.
Oh, yeah. Put
Here, tank.
Which one do you want? Okay. Yeah. Got a bunch of bubbles in there.
Coopin says, "Good morning. It's always a good day when you bring kids out."
That doesn't
He's ready
always
for
work
it.
out.
He said, "Ow." That is the inverter.
Hey, get this thing out of my
So the
back.
rig we were using is called Santee Cooper.
Well, yeah, we're on the lake.
A Santee We're fishing Santee Cooper, and the rig we're using is a Santee rig.
This thing's gonna catch me.
If I can
Yeah,
today,
put a
we
little
might
extra
get
on
somewhere.
behind those.
We are using white perch for bait, Mason. Work it on your side. Do you have wiper in Georgia? So, Coopin, in Georgia, they're called hybrids. That's just kind of how they refer to them. But it is a white bass striper hybrid. But we are currently fishing in South Carolina. Same as a Carolina, just add a float above the hook is the only difference. That's right, Michael.
That is not true.
Oh, that's not true.
That is not true.
Um,
Carolina rigs are not a fixed weight. Santee rigs are 3-way swivel on 6-way.
right, so Carolina rigs don't have a fixed weight. With a Santee rig, you tie a 3-way swivel on. And let's say if you swing one over here, I can show it.
Yeah. You ready, Tank?
Yeah.
Behind the back. Cool. Now, I will say that was impressive.
Yeah, that's
You
what
weren't
we call
expecting
them
that
in
kind of hang
Nebraska.
time.
I was just
It
saying
stayed up there
hybrid gets
forever.
annoying after so
I've
long.
been practicing.
What time is it now? Greetings from Germany. Well, welcome in Germany. It is
It flew long enough that I almost
9:05
turned
in the
around
morning
to
for
see where
us.
it was going. Because I don't feel like it went toward the trees at all. I felt like that went way over there.
Good morning from Arkansas. New sub. Welcome in.
Morning.
Michael says, well, I forgot about the weight. My bad. That's all right, Michael. It's all right. What fish do you guys usually catch?
Tree pounders.
Yeah.
You catch a lot of limb brim, tree pounders.
Sticks.
A lot of fish that are
Oh,
like
that's that loud bait in.
on the brown and sticky side.
Yeah, that middle one. Yep. Catfish, that's right, Coopin.
Yeah, we're currently catfishing.
Good morning from South Africa. We've got 3 folks in here that have commented saying that they're from South Africa.
So everybody go to
Man.
slungecatoutdoors.com and use code TANK10 to buy bullseye floats. If you don't have bullseye floats, you're not even trying to fish. Like, you're really just missing out.
Michael says, I bank fish mostly, so I use a fixed weight for casting distance. There.
I don't blame you. I'm twisting turns, but we're spot locking on a lake. This is my favorite.
I'm from Iowa. Welcome in, Iowa. We are fishing in South Carolina on
Surprised they don't fight each other
Santee.
more with having the power
We are
poles down with
They're not all
catfishing.
the way down. It's just the paddles to create all that extra resistance. So it makes it harder to blow the boat backwards,
Right.
but it also makes it harder for the trolling motor to pull it back forward, so it can find a happy prop speed to act like it's current.
Santee Cooper. That's right.
About a 20-mile-an-hour wind.
Have y'all caught anything yet?
If not.
Caught bait yesterday.
We did catch a ton of perch from the dock. Like, I'll be honest, I was a little nervous about having to chase bait.
Well, technically, I caught it from Chris Savage boat that was tied to the dock.
I caught my first ones from the dock.
I thought all of mine.
And to be fair, if I hadn't showed you where the fish were, you wouldn't have caught them. Oh. Thanks, I don't even like you guys anymore.
Nebraska has better corn than Iowa. Do you guys saltwater fish too? We do. Biggest catfish I caught in South Africa was about 30 pounds.
That's a good fish.
That's a good fish.
Yeah. I'd go for a 30-pounder right now.
What part of South Africa do you live? I just lengthened my leader line to sub for the dropper. That's what Michael said.
Yeah. I tend to do that as well. I'm not a real big fan of the old dropper loop. If I don't have to use one, I prefer not to. Does this feel more like fishing at home now?
Yeah. Except the lines aren't staying tight.
We just need bigger ways.
Listen,
to
Linda,
reenact
I
Taco.
demand to see y'all catch a fish. So let's go.
Okay.
Burrito.
Did you take your bait poles out? I'll catch them. White perch real quick.
You're sitting on the speaking stick.
He's hanging the worm.
You'll see it and say, ooh, I want to eat that.
I think the wind's dying down.
If I really need to reach out there and touch one, I use my 12-foot rod. There's carp in that river you're fishing right. Or is there any carp in that river you're fishing right now?
There is.
There is, but it's a lake.
Tank. Go tighten the lines up.
You guys should try bottom bouncing with spinning rigs and night crawlers. I tried it in a canal by my house and it works great for channel cats.
I mean, what am I going to bounce? There's no current. Canals have moving water. This is not moving water. No, just that side. No, you're good. You're good.
The biggest catfish I've caught is
I
76,
further behind the back further than the rest of them.
but I was noodling. That's a big catfish, especially if you're noodling.
The behind the back that I threw, I get sucker root forever.
I'm sure they're carp in there. Yeah.
Oh, I'm positive there's carp in this body of water.
Hello?
Coopin says you troll with them. It's what I use for walleye.
Yeah, we troll with catfish rigs.
Coopin, you're Nebraska, right? I think Coopin's in Nebraska. Yes, that's what I thought. How often do you guys fish? As often as we can. For the last couple months, we've not fished as much as we've liked due to show season and the weather being an absolute downpour and super, super windy. Iowa's better than Nebraska. I caught a 40-pound cat and it broke my rod. Well, what kind of rod were you using? Colorado is better than both.
Boom.
Yeah. Colorado. You're really playing solitaire right now?
I'm bored.
Wow. Everybody says bless you. What's in Ohio?
Stuff.
One of my favorite fisherwomen is in Iowa. Nolan says, how's fishing today? Very slow.
Very, very slow.
I enjoy saltwater more than lake fishing. I usually go fishing for sharks with my 14-foot rod. I usually catch some ragged tooth sharks or smaller sharks. We enjoy our fair share of shark fishing. Everything is in Ohio. Even if you have a carp, you gotta finesse it, especially with the ultralight. I'm just ripping my state, but there's beautiful places in most states. I was born and raised in Colorado, so what part of Iowa? The part that has bad corn. I'm in Des Moines, Iowa, the capital. Do you eat shark? We do.
Can I have a cookies and cream wafer?
Yes, you can. In California. Oof, I would not want to be in California right now.
So is that Belly Bells awake?
Yeah, she was showing me 3 dead bugs.
Nice.
I wanted to pick them up, put them in the trash, but she was scared.
Boat snacks for today.
That's funny, because she stomped on a bee not too long
I'm in South
ago,
Africa. My
and then
twin
went to
brother's
pick it up,
currently in
and it
Illinois.
stung her on the
Nice.
thumb.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Denver here. I grew up on the western slope.
Hey, Charlie. Will you roll me one of those waters out of that case of water, please?
What's the biggest fish you've
No.
caught?
I don't
For
want
my
cold one. I don't drink
catfish,
cold water.
my flathead and blue cat
No,
drink
PB
cold water.
is 48 pounds.
No, cold water's not good
Do you
for
guys hunt for any animals? Lucas Richard hunts 1 week in November for whitetail.
And he also hunts catfish. But he
I
never
wouldn't
catches them.
want to ever be in California. I mean, facts.
Back.
The only time I enjoy going to California is to Universal Studios, but I feel like the one in Florida would be way better. I've just not gone to that one yet. Do you have any walleye there?
No idea. Never been here before.
Northern California rocks. No. I mean, I'll take your word for it, but
Hear me out. What if we get rid of Southern California and rename the state Northern California, and we just keep the north half of California?
yeah, I'd be okay with
What would be the south half of California to be named?
Not our problem.
that. So we got out on the water about 5:30 this morning.
It was after.
You're so right.
yeah,
Northern
after-
California does rock. Anyone fishing for bass? Not currently. Bass is something that we do more long format content on. Just because live streams, we prefer to give you guys attention. You should go up to Nebraska or South Dakota for walleye, but you would need 3 people to use all of your rods in the back.
There's 4 people on this boat.
Northern California is good, but not better than Iowa.
We're not even fishing 2. Oh no, we are fishing exactly 2 rods a person.
Yeah. You don't know Shasta Lake, Mount Shasta, and you don't know where the water comes from. Have you caught any? No. It's been a very slow morning.
Caught trees and waves.
You keep putting your hand in that water, sir.
I know.
And
It's cool.
in an area that has swamp puppies.
Well, swamp puppies are over there standing in their shade.
And you don't know that. They like the sun too, sir.
And I can promise you,
I think
if one
Richard is
grabs
bad
you,
luck.
I'm not going in after you.
Bobcat
No
says,
longer my problem.
Bobcat says, I think Richard is bad luck. Remove him from your boat, Jamie. No, sir.
It's hot out here. If y'all want to take me back to the dock, I'll go sit in air conditioning until it's hot.
Hey.
What are you hey-haying?
The second rod in from the net
Yeah.
looked like it had bounced a little bit, but I don't know what it was.
Well, I mean, we are shifting and stuff.
Your boy says, how many do you catch in a day on average?
I don't know. I've never been here.
This is our first trip out to Santee. Not swamp puppies. You should
And
come
they
to
got
Ohio and fish the Hoover Lake. My friend has caught multiple 50-pounders.
I got to be 100% honest. I'm not driving to Ohio to chase 50-pound blue cats. There are so many places closer to home that I can catch 50-pound blue cats.
Yeah.
The only reason I will go to Ohio is to fish Sandusky for 20-pound channel cats.
Yeah. And to see my Tanya. And Zach. And Craig. I would say Chris, but he's hanging out with us for the weekend.
Yeah, Chris will come down here.
Caden says, Pookie!
Okay! I hit 2 trees today.
I didn't want to talk about that. Bobcat says, yep, Tennessee River. Yeah, but they are they Ohio 50-pounders?
Do Ohio 50-pounders read different on the scale?
Your boy says the most dangerous things in Iowa is like a snake. Not even close to a gator.
Gators aren't dangerous.
Caden says,
They
I'm
just
getting
have
2
big
new
teeth
reels
that
on
scare you.
Tuesday.
Nice.
Totaling $900.
Whoa,
Whoa.
that's a bit excessive.
Well, what kind of reels? What you gonna use them for, Caden?
$900, that's about how much we've lost in line and tackle today.
Depends on what you got the scale set on. Well, hello.
Boom.
Didn't even have to move for that one. Alrighty, we have 52 people hanging out with us, and we've got 61 thumbs up. Woot woot. You sure get some weirdos. Some of them weirdies.
I mean, some of these weirdos make me question why we do this.
First date.
How long have we been sitting right here on?
Bobcat
Forever.
says, I hit it twice for y'all. Well, thanks.
Have we given this spot long enough, guys?
Team Buff Outdoors says, what ramp y'all put in at?
On, I don't know what it's called, but it's the one at the cabin.
Pretty sure I saw a sign that says it's a
I,
private.
Joe, I would prefer that you didn't.
What?
Just read.
I can't see it from here. Yeah, you cannot say that. I'm done with you, Bobcat. Take his blue name away so Pookie will slap his hand and say no bad.
Hold on. Let me see. I gotta see something. Oh! It's just for 10 seconds. Sorry, I had to see if I could do that.
Charlie, have we... You're an anchor fisherman. I'm not. Have we given this spot an adequate amount of anchor time?
I'm an anchor fisherman.
You
Yeah.
did not. Aiden, we are fishing in South Carolina on Santee Creek. What brand are those rods, Richard?
Rippin' lips.
Ribbon Lips.
Rippin' rips. The old rippin' rips.
That hurt, Creel, by the way. Well, if you're gonna be like that, sir. Oh, I didn't even have to do it. Okay, I respect you. Well, thank you. Goodbye. Hi, it's a very beautiful day outside. It is. It is a very beautiful day. The wind is making it a little difficult to drag. So I don't know what the new game plan is. Bobcat says rippinlips.net. Switch rods? Question mark. Michael.
Yeah, we switched rods back in like February.
Yeah, back in February. And we're running the yellow True Glows.
These rods glow in the dark.
Yeah.
Like actually glow.
They actually glow in the dark. BRB, I'm gonna mod for another live real quick. All right, Caden. No worries.
Hey, Tank, you could just hang him off the side and put him in a side rod holder.
Oh,
Side.
sorry.
That's that thing not on the side.
Yep.
This is it.
Yep. In the.
Oh.
We don't have rods that low.
I mean, to be fair, he could have put it in a multi-bar.
Did you get a storm last night? The winds picked up pretty good last night.
We have buckets. Yeah, we have buckets.
But it did not rain here in South Carolina.
I mean, I have a whole bait tank too.
We got
Caden says, I'm back. Welcome
2.5
back.
gallon buckets that we hang on the multi-bars.
Because you just wanted to go like Cody Kennedy?
Yeah.
Brandon says, how long do they hold the light, the rods?
What do you want me to do?
So I haven't like fully charged them and went into actual darkness. Let a little bit of slack out, just like 6 inches. Good enough. The only time I have fished them in the dark was the entire like super overcast cloudy day into the dark, and by the time it was dark, you couldn't tell if they were glowing anymore.
Bobcat says not long. They just show up well at night.
I imagine if you fully charged them, you could probably get an hour out of them. It's just they don't survive the dusk phase.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Judy, that's awesome. As long as there was no tornado. Michael says he uses Mad Cats, but he doesn't care what brand anybody uses because they all catch fish.
I agree. I'm just not a fan of the action and the tip of a Mad Cat's rod.
I thought you fished late that one stream. We did, but it wasn't super late. We didn't
fished too dark.
Yeah.
We tried it out. It was just, it takes 3 hours to go from really good light to dark.
Pookie, you're in South Carolina? We are.
Right now.
What happened to you being in Georgia? We went on vacation.
So we have a truck and we got on the road and we started driving. And before you know it, we're not in Georgia anymore.
I have a couple of tangling
with cats.
with catfish rods, and they're pretty good. Michael says, what's the specs on those rods?
On the Rippin' Lips rods?
Yes.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what is the ratings?
What?
Read the back of one of those rods. It'll say line and weight and all that fun jazz.
Just read the whole thing.
Yeah.
7'6", WHF fast, 10 to 50 pound line.
2 to 10 ounce.
So 10 to 50, 2 to 10.
And image, oh, medium heavy. So I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what? I've never heard it read out before, so I'm like, what?
And I'm pretty sure they're MHFs, medium heavy fast.
Yeah.
Image fast.
Just subscribed. Well, welcome in. Any channel ledges on Santee? I've never fished it. Or is it like a wide open flat for the most part?
No, there's ledges and trees and highs and lows and
Trees that you don't see that you hit.
it happened twice.
Ah! It'll say lure size, and that's typically your leads, and then it'll tell you the way that the stop. You're gonna get
reflection of the light in his
I'm
water.
gonna kick your kneecaps in.
You can see it flashing in his sunglasses.
Oh, okay.
Pick
And
that
then
guy
it'll
up.
tell you the way the rod is meant for the
We're
monofilament,
gonna lay him.
monofilament
Put him
or
in
braided
the
line.
live
Yes.
well.
Sorry. Average depth? Question mark.
I don't have a clue. It seems to be relatively shallow, but we're on the very north end of this lake, so it's hard to judge.
I was just going
I'm
for
sorry.
the pole. While we were driving.
Like in the big one?
Yeah, in the big well.
Oh, the big one.
That way you can't tangle up and mess with any of the other fishes.
Oh, there's water in there. Why'd you put water in there?
We didn't put the plug in it.
I didn't hear it making noises.
They have a real live well. Theirs works exactly as a live well should. Ours is a toolbox, so we made a tool.
Okay. Now let's go do some investigating.
I got it, Judy. What's the best bait to use for carp in your opinion?
Carp, corn, boilies. Pretty big fan of boilies.
Y'all like terrorizing the local blue GG population?
What?
Blue GG.
What's a blue GG?
Bluegill.
Oh. I'm also a pretty big fan of terrorizing makecast too. All right, well. We're gonna idle, but if I use the outboard, we don't rock as bad. So,
Okay.
de-trolling this motorist.
I have a spider on my hat, do I? I don't think I have a spider on my hat.
You fell for that one, Recline, that's secret.
You know what? That's because there is a spider in the corner of my windshield, so it is quite hot. Okay.
All right, let's go contemplate our life choices.
Perfect.
Bobcat, you silly whipper.
Bread ball and no current. Yeah. Nice boat, thank you. One time my dad thought he got a fish, but it was seaweed. Hey, it happens. Corn, or I use oatmeal mixed with a packet of Kool-Aid, breadcrumbs, a little beer with corn as a pack bait, and for channels here in Colorado. Nice. I've accidentally caught a carp in Colorado. It was not intentional. While I was bass fishing. It was quite fun.
I'm a pretty big fan of using the old mesh jig. Like a 3/8, 1 pound, 8-foot mesh jig. Old mesh jig catches some big fish.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's the 3/8, 1 pound, 8-foot mesh jigs.
Does a real good job.
If you throw a mesh jig in front of their face, it'll catch them every time.
I love mesh jigs. If so, I know what I'm getting my wife for Christmas. Caden, potentially. It just depends on how the morning goes for us. You did, Kim. Catfishing Carp has a great pack bait recipe. Yeah?
So I vote that we take a
Goodbye, Bobcat.
a vote.
Okay.
Do we try it?
Yes.
I think so. You know it's on the other side.
Should we try to go this way or go back the way we came?
That way.
Alright.
We could always ask those lovely folks.
Nah, I'm good.
I mean, if
Cracky
you're just
pea.
going off of what the grab says,
Blue
this
pea.
definitely looks more promising.
Blue
It says
Gigi.
submerged timber, but I don't know where that is. So. And that boat come through earlier and never backed out of it.
Muskiki. Caden's going all goofy. Bassisi.
Bassisis. Well, this is either going to be really awesome or
Not the best.
Really terrible.
really expensive.
Here. Push.
Well, guess we'll find out how shallow it gets.
Linda Bolin, hello. Are there muskie where you live?
No.
No. They're staring at us. Don't know why.
They're saying, look at that pretty little bobcat over there.
No, they're
Caden
saying
says,
look at these
oh,
idiots
we have a
going through
ton of
here."
muskie in Georgia. Like Alatoona.
Yeah, but I don't live anywhere near Alatoona.
I know how to catch chain pickerel, and they're in the same family. Can I join on the fun?
Sure. Come on. Jump on.
We're working on it. Judy said, I wish you could.
Tyler did tell me that he followed the same path the boat went in front of him right at 70 coming out of that creek and he never hit anything. He idled out of it in the exact same line with 6 trees. He said, you just gotta send it in those places.
What's your personal best fish?
13.5 foot great hammerhead. About a 900-pound fish. Rod and reel. Stand up from the beach. Huh.
I'm terrified.
I'll be honest. I feel like that's all trees.
Seems calmer back here. Also, the reels I'm getting on Tuesday are the Lose Pro TI and the Elite TI.
Yeah. Those two big dollar reels we had on the table at
Ah.
the Chattanooga show.
Okay. B says bird beaks work well for mahi-mahi.
So if I catch a mahi-mahi out of here, I might lose my marbles.
Bird beaks will get you nice redfish.
If I catch a redfish out of here, I'm gonna lose my marbles.
Agreed. That's okay, Judy. You're fine. Michael says that would be awesome to catch. I'd have to dig in and set my wheels for that big one.
You have to turn the brakes on that one.
For one that big. I bet you'd catch a bass in there. That little grass mat.
Yeah.
Don't stick your hand in this water.
Bet you can catch a crocodile in there, or alligator.
There ain't no crocodiles. Tank, do you know how to tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
One's got a U thing, and the other one's got a V.
I normally go off of if you see them later or after a while, but whatever you do. You see you later, alligators. It's after a while for crocodiles.
Your daddy says, morning kiddos, have fun.
Morning, Pops.
Judy, you're fine, honey. Linda says, my brother and coworker said it's not right for y'all to be out fishing. We're having to work.
What do you think I'm doing?
We're working.
And I'll go ahead and tell you right now, I don't even want to be doing what I'm doing. Is that a tree in the water or two birds in the water?
I don't know. I think
That
it's a
looks
tree.
like tree.
Okay.
Michael
Don't go over
says, have to hook me down to a truck. I'm pretty sure we would. They're working for the fish. That's right. Joseph says, just subscribed. Joe here from South Carolina.
Welcome in, Joe. We're in South Carolina at the moment.
Currently in a very high stress situation.
Yeah. The upper lake of Santee Cooper is a little overgrown. Gotta be honest.
Yeah.
The amount of trees up here is ridiculous.
You need to get a chainsaw for that stuff. Cut it down a little.
Definitely a tree.
Yeah.
In case anybody's wondering. 100% tree. But
Santee's
So
a real
far.
good place to catch catfish, bass, and crappie.
how do you catch them on the upper lake in Santee? Preferably inside Jack's Creek.
I just freaked out my cat. He jumped on my leg and bit me. That's no fun. Just tap it on the forehead and say, no bad.
This stuff won't plug up me old water pump yet. I ain't gotta worry about none of this.
Not if it's up here.
Okay. It's hot.
There's some fish over there.
This actually doesn't look like bad to fish either. I think they're a lot shallower than what I anticipated.
Joseph says, I used a bunch of skipjack.
I'm a pretty big fan of the old slicker.
He said I got a 85-pound flathead there on skipjack.
It's a good quality.
This is 100% the way you have it, actually.
Michael says, I'll trade places with you.
Unless there's just a wall of trees that you have to hop the boat over. Pretty sure that's perch. I'm not 100% certain, but this is the least eventful way we have drove all day.
So far.
It's all right, Joe. I was picking up what you were putting down.
That's some healing. That looked a lot like a tree. We missed it somehow. That looks a lot like fish. Just scattered all through here. Where's the wind?
Out there.
Blocked by the trees.
Oddly convenient.
This one little bitty stretch right here. You got one more wind over there.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know. What you thinking, Pinky?
Well, Brain, I'm thinking we stick those power poles down and anchor it back there. I mean, we're seeing the fish. And we're out of the wind.
I'm really thinking at this point I could just let Charlie throw them all. I can just sit here and drop power balls.
No matter to me.
Huh.
Side note, let's just coast for a second.
Almost.
That live bait, I would 100% throw off into all that crazy nonsense.
Right in the
Oh,
middle.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, game planning. What time is it? I live in New York City. It is 9:53.
Exact same time it is for you.
Where those guys come from?
Out of the bayou.
The trees.
You ready?
Yeah, rock and rolls.
Your daddy says, y'all got helpers.
Yeah, I don't even have to do anything. I just get to just hang out. I mean, Charlie's a little confused on how to throw 4 ounces instead of like 18 ounces.
It's so weird. Like, where's the weight at?
Rocco's.
I keep waiting for it to hit the bottom. As soon as it hits the water, it's on the bottom.
Bye, Judy.
Bye, Judy.
I've secured the bag.
Sitting on your couch eating fish nuggets. Nice.
I told Chris we have slap wore out the big brown uglies today. He just flips them off the boat.
I know.
Why don't
Put a
you
little
send,
oomph.
put a little oof behind it. A little more thumb too.
Oh, we are fishing for catfish.
I do want to throw the last one just because I want to freaking yard sale it over to the other grass mat.
Look at all the fishing rods. I know.
Well, there's 4 people on the boat, guys. I can make excuses.
Catfish are definitely tasty. Hey, Tank, you do me a favor? Take the red ones out. And the ones with red tops on them.
Would you not like those ones?
They're different weights.
Oh.
So all of those that are bundled together, those are all 4s.
What the hell? Ha ha ha. I didn't backlash.
It sounded like you did.
I'm well aware of what it sounded like happened.
Okay, just have to keep these separate. I don't have enough of them
It's
to have
because
them
you didn't do it
bundled.
behind the back, it didn't like it.
Apparently.
Personal best fish is 10 pounds. Hey, that's a good fish.
Yeah, see, it likes it much better like that.
Ugh. It still didn't go where I wanted it to go.
Like what?
If I had a 12 ounce on a squall, I could have got it over there.
To the grass mat over there?
I got it close.
Almost got my hand bit by an alligator snapping turtle when I was trying to catch a catfish by hand, and that is why I will never noodle.
Absolutely not.
I caught one on rod and reel and I was still scared. Well, I was scared he was.
With this tiny amount of weight.
Right.
Welcome back.
I mean, really, for 4 ounces, it's staying pretty good.
Hey, babe, will you hit the down button?
The double down.
Yeah. You don't like it. They're buried. They're as far as they want to go. This water's a lot more clear than it looks.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that a minute ago.
When you looked over the side, did it look like we were in 2 foot of water?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, there's a perch.
What is your scariest
Tank.
moment fishing?
Pull that sabiki rod out of that box.
Falling in the water trying to net a 65-pound fish.
Yeah.
No, hold on, let me rephrase that. While netting a 65-pound fish, because I got it in the net.
Yeah, and it,
Go forward with it. Yep. That's all right, Judy. Where is Georgia? It's odd to see y'all on the boat and not her. So, with us staying at Relaxed Retreat, what is it? Relaxed Retreat? Because I just
Kings, Carolina.
Kings.
Carolina Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relaxed Retreat, Carolina Kings. Sorry, we just call it Relaxed Retreat. But with us staying at the cabin and not having been there before, we didn't want to bring Georgia because we do know that there are alligators in the area, and so we thought it would be best if she stayed at home.
How is it reeling in a fish?
Just like reeling fish in or anything else. The rod doesn't flex that much.
So it's boring.
So no one's fishing, and are you trolling? I'm confused. They be letting anyone have a channel now. Well, since you just joined, we are anchored up. We just casted out all 8 rods, so we are fishing. I'm sorry, 9 rods now. And it's too windy on the main lake to drag.
But since you had to make an ignorant comment and say they be letting anybody have a channel now, for the last 20 years that YouTube has been a thing, there's never been any kind of restrictions to stop you from doing anything productive with your life. So if you don't have a channel, it sounds a lot like a you problem.
And we've been here for a while. You're just new. Good luck fishing. Thank you. What is your biggest mistake that you made while fishing? I don't know.
We also have over 2,500 subs on YouTube, and we didn't get that overnight.
Yeah, we don't just buy our subscribers.
That's the thing. Can I do that?
Yeah. I mean, it's a violation of their policy and their guidelines, so when you get caught, they delete your channel. And they
We
won't
are
qualify
fishing
you to
in
monetize.
South Carolina on Santee Cooper.
Dang. Gotta do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Gotta be legit. People actually have to like watching your stuff.
I mean, you could be like a group of people that we all know that pay for Facebook engagement and then brag about how many views on Facebook they get.
Yeah.
Love those reels. I have a couple of them. I use them for striped bass and sand bass.
Nice. the reel that's on my speaky stick came off a $10 combo.
Yeah, I seen those at Ozark Trail.
Yeah. And if you want to, it will flat sling a 2-ounce cannon. It makes some weird noises. I'm not sure the bearings actually enjoy doing this.
Yeah, they probably don't like that at all.
Oh, Timmy, come back.
So,
I do
guys,
not know
when
how to
fish are
pronounce your
eating
name.
Yeah, I thought that was a crow with a stick in his mouth. It was a black duck.
It was a loon. He was loony. We took Jamie's cousin.
Yeah.
Took her cousin fishing, and him and his wife were freaking out over the loons. Like, oh my gosh, they're endangered. Like, loons are super rare. I was like, we see them by the hundreds. They're from Michigan. Apparently, like, loons are protected and like legitimately almost non-existent up there. Like, you want some? You could have them.
Right.
I mean, it'll.
Whoa.
That's that school of bait that got pushed under us.
Hello. Francis, I think.
Disappointed here.
That's what I thought, but I was wrong.
I low-key was super optimistic about this.
I was too.
I thought for sure we were going
Ooh.
to catch some dinks.
Got him a nice bluegill. Ooh,
That was a hit.
that was.
Oh, y'all don't jump all at once. That was exciting.
Oh,
For sakes. Get that fish. That was the backhand job. Oh no, you.
I recasted it after that.
Osprey. That's God. My brain had a moment, and I couldn't remember what they were called. Oh Lord.
He changed his mind. He didn't want to play with you.
Yeah, Michael. No big one.
Well, that was a bummer.
This happened a lot today.
That's legitimately the most exciting thing that's happened all day.
Yeah. Hi, Eli.
This spot sucks.
You know why? Because you're not dragging.
You know why? Because those people are about to try to go through our lines. What are they doing? I don't know, but the wind keeps shifting, so like, I did want twisty turning now. chasing crappie.
Probably. Or they're, I don't know.
Oh, they were fishing pretty deep out there a little while ago.
Yeah, but they were right on that channel marker. So they were fishing the
They're fishing the pylon.
pylon.
Ooh. Oh, was that the real moon or was it that thing about it that hit?
Which one?
The, I seen the line tighten up real quick.
Well,
Might
they
have been
was
the
the
real hand just falling.
thank you. I like fishing and I'm going fishing today. I hope to catch a bass. 10 years
It
old.
won't be quite
Nice.
Catch a double-digit bass with a piece of perch.
Get him. Get him, Rocco.
We're off of that line went over there.
Yeah. I mean, now that one got hit, I almost feel like we should reel in the ones that are not that live bait and put not sun-baked, dried out, washed out baits on.
All we gotta do is reel it in and cast back out.
Yep.
Hey, get down.
Boat shift.
It's the smallest white perch in there. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. We'll run him live. Live or cut?
That little feller.
Goodness.
Yeah.
He'll be live.
Easy.
Smallest white perch I've, well, no, I've seen small.
Goodness sakes. That was just a baby.
Yeah.
You didn't ask for this at all.
Little peanut.
Pick one what you want. Keep them lively.
That's a really pretty dragonfly. Look at how green it is.
He's been out for a while.
Oh, it's so pretty. Hello.
No, I'm gonna let you cut him up.
Landed on me. Sorry, I got really excited. Have you ever caught a flathead catfish? I have. Caught plenty of them. They're one of my favorites to catch. My PB is 48 pounds. But we are using white perch.
You all right?
That's 41.
Did you? Was that you throwing your bait off?
Mine's 31. I mean 41.
No.
No. I got white perch.
Throw that sucker live on a Komodo.
This?
Oh yeah. just hook him out there. I mean, what's gonna happen? We have to catch bait tonight?
Ooh.
Yeah. We're liable to do that for lunch.
Disney princess
Yeah.
vibes, Jamie. Yes.
Oh, you're trying
Tell
to catch
me,
a.
if you were a big old catfish,
Oh, I think he looks fantabulous.
especially with that riptide blade.
That's what that riptide. Whoo, buddy.
Just messing with the leverage.
Oh, you son of a river.
Well,
That's my favorite catfish. You catch. My PB's 10 pounds. Nice.
I'll take it back.
why?
I don't know.
Because they're so smooth that you don't thumb them? Oh, you did that one real good, didn't you?
Yeah, I got it.
Am I going to have to fix that one while you bait and cast the rest of them? Hey, if you'll just put it between those rods and hand it back to me, you can keep rebaiting the rest of them and I'll fix it.
Sorry, Dad.
What's going to really suck is if something grabs hold of it. Good Lord. Give him a couple of sponsors and he thinks he's got a professional overrun everything he touches now.
That looks good for you.
That's it. No more bait.
Tank, why do you have 37 perch in the net?
Because he's a child. and
Wanna
likes
give
to
him a
play
kiss?
with bait.
20. Hey, 20-pound flathead is a good fish.
Oh, you're cutting those up.
What do you want?
That's a bigger one than that.
Ow!
Don't you love perch?
Ow!
Yeah, they're fins and gills.
Golly.
Have a great day and good luck. Thank
I
you.
should have put you live.
Yeah.
Andrew says hi.
Hello?
On second thought, I'm glad I'm here.
Look, I caught it on little ones.
Yeah, come back. We're stressing the bait out.
It'll be fine.
Oh, it's such a pretty dragonfly.
Get it?
I mean, yeah, it's not my first time having to fix this.
I can tell you, that's the first time that I've had somebody fix one of mine since I was a kid. So that was a very strange thing.
I did one so bad that it wasn't just the top shot. It went all the way down into the braid, and I razored like 4 fingers trying to get it out. It was bad.
Oh, now that we are where we are, and it's not crazy.
Windy.
Yeah.
Hey, babe. Did you set all the stakes out?
Yes.
Okay.
I knew that you forgot.
It's really weird for me to just sit here and watch somebody bait and cast all the rods.
Yeah, it's been weird for me to watch somebody drive a boat around all day.
Yeah. Is it still weird when somebody else is the one hitting the trees in the boat?
No, that part, I'm like, oh man, that's so cool.
Glad that's not my brand new boat.
But I mean, had we been in my boat, we would hit a lot more trees.
Oh, yeah.
I feel certain of that.
That's partly why I told you not to bring your boat. You don't need to bring yours, just fish with us. Hindsight, maybe I should have told you to bring 2 reels for tank. I mean, it really hasn't been an issue.
Because we haven't been catching any
Not so
fish.
far.
Yeah, but every time we talk about reeling one in, you jump to go up there and reel
Yeah,
one
it's
in.
because y'all ain't having me do nothing. I didn't take the socks off. I didn't put the sinkers on or take them off.
He's like, y'all took all my jobs.
Yeah.
Tank, you do whatever you want to. You can cast rods for all I care.
Oh, absolutely not.
I'll sit here and pick it out. This week, before he leaves, he will cast a Komodo.
It's okay. It seems really intimidating, but the Komodos are really easy.
Yeah, the
A
ones
lot
that your daddy's backlash 2 of them so
Yeah.
far.
A lot better than the squalls.
To be fair, you've also backlashed the squall.
To be fair, too, I'm also used to a break being a little more engaged because we throw stuff in the weeds.
Well, see, normally when I'm anchoring, I'll tighten them up just a smidgen.
Tank.
What? Oh, nothing.
Substrate. Stand up. Don't, no, spin around with the other arm first. The one that's in the sun.
The one that's a different color than the rest of him.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad, Tank. I'm fixing to spray myself down too.
There. Get your legs.
That's why I'm wearing a long sleeve. I'm gonna do mine right here. Gotta get those nice white thighs. And now Charlie will be covered in sunscreen too.
Yeah.
You
Two
do,
for one deal.
you do have to spray yourself. There you go.
Do they have the magnetic brakes like the Alios? Michael's asking.
Got a spool tension knob, and that's about all I've ever used. They have stainless steel gears, which cannot be said about hardly anybody else's reel. I'm a pretty big fan of them. I want to watch Tank catch about a 15-pound fish on Komodo,
Don't be trouble.
though. I really wanted it to be on a far plane board
Your
dragon.
Squeaky.
Uh-huh.
Oh. I wasn't sure if that was a wind or not.
I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it hit.
It looked like it bounced a little. Like, very
I
little.
don't know. Tank really didn't see the first fish on it. Now what are you gonna do?
Reel it up into a bill.
So I'm gonna reel it all the way up. We're done. All right, close, but come here.
Let's say how we cast that way.
How do you cast it? When you cast a spinning reel, how do you cast it?
About like that.
You just
I don't let them get out of hand with it. Because usually it's me or his sister standing around them.
So how we cast off
go to the front deck. That's the live bait side. Give it a second.
He acted like he was real serious about it.
I know. Like, it went down once. There.
Reel it in. Say something. Just don't, if you're fighting a fish, don't reel super fast. You're in trouble by the time he gets done playing.
Yeah.
Jamie looked like you were trying to steal home getting to that rod. Hey, Andrew, it's been a slow morning.
What are you going to do when you already get back home because you get out of the way once those on rods?
Look, I'm all about it. I was his age when I started casting, but I also had to pick my own birds nest out. That's how I learned.
Did anybody show you how to do it?
Nope.
I've showed him about twice that my grandfather showed me. And after that, you can figure it out yourself. It's really just pulling loops.
Yeah. No. Dad said, I'm going to buy you some new reels. What do you want? I said, I want ones like you got. He said, well, you're going to use them. You're going to learn how to get your own bird's nest out.
Kristen says, what's your PB? For what species?
Well, Colton has caught the biggest catfish out of anybody on the boat.
It's a trick.
By a lot.
Andrew says, I learned to cast on an old Abu 6500D.
Colton's currently playing with an Ozark Trails. I don't even think it has a name. On an Ahi 7-foot sabiki rod. Did we confirm that that rod still had a piece of bait on it?
No.
Oh, okay. I mean, let's just leave it for a few minutes and we'll check it.
I mean, they got guard out here.
Oh, yeah. That's why I turned the clicker on that one. I was thinking maybe that, maybe he would mess with it again and I'd give him the business.
Every time I give them the business, it ends up being a flathead.
Well, that's,
And yeah, I kind of feel bad. I'm sorry, you did not deserve that.
because you spun him a full 360 in the middle of the water.
In the backyard for hours.
Whoa.
Hey, Andrew, you know, I was learning. I've been learning on my Akuma, the Hakai, right?
Yeah.
And it's pretty nice. I do have to say, I quite enjoy it.
I let her play with the Hakai for 2 days and all of a sudden she's throwing her own rods.
Yeah. Because that's when I started working my side.
Hey Colton, if you need to, you can loosen up the brakes just a little bit on it.
I'm new. Welcome in. Do you have enough poles out? Well, considering there's 2 rods per person.
There's 4 people on the boat.
Yeah, I'm up here.
Oh, well, Colton done got it snagged.
No, they told me it doesn't matter. 'Cause I can still reel it.
I taught myself, not the bait
Are you
caster,
pulling
but
drag?
I get the job done. Yeah. Andrew says, yeah, modern reels adjusted are so friendly.
They really are, honestly. Like, if you tune on one, they're so much easier to use now than they were 25 years ago when I learned how to do it. God, it's terrifying to say that it's been that long.
What's
Yeah,
the best way to go
still
for
old.
catfish, honey?
We're really still. Best way to what?
Go for catfish.
Catch a small fish, cut him up in pieces, and throw him back in the water on a hook.
We're using my live bait.
Yeah. But beginners don't really start with big live bait.
Yeah.
I think beginners should start with catching a couple of little bluegill, cutting them in half, and throwing them out. And that's pretty universal. It pretty much works everywhere. It might not be the best.
Even in South Africa?
I mean, I'm sure they have some species of small sunfish. Whatever the most common fish is in your water, catch one of those, cut him in half, throw him back out. Just don't throw him back out exactly where you caught him. Like, space out just a little bit off of, you know.
Dirt bike lifey or catfishing?
If you catch him 10 foot off the bank, walk down the bank 30 or 40 feet and then throw out as far as you can.
They have green sunfish, so that
See?
works.
Yeah, green sunfish. That's a great bait.
It's basically bluegill.
Well,
No,
happy
it's a green
birthday.
It's a green sunfish. Colton, come on now. We've been through this.
A bluegill's a bluegill. A green sunfish is a green sunfish.
It's a brim, okay?
All of
That's-
them are brown.
That's fair. Unless you're in Oklahoma and then you're dumb and call them perch.
People in Oklahoma call them perch?
Yep.
What?
You go to the bait store and you buy perch.
That should be illegal.
And in some states it is. But not in Oklahoma.
That's my life. Better be a smart ass than a dumb.
Dang.
The bait?
Stole the bait.
If you'll just give her a bait, she'll hook it home. She don't care.
Pick the poison. Not that one. It sure would be nice if we knew somebody had some defoam or they could actually see the baits down in there.
That's not fun. If you touch them with your hand, watch. See how they just disappear?
Learn something new there.
Water's looking a little rough. We'll have to do a water change tonight.
Yeah, it's a little dirty.
There you go.
Are you going to throw him or you want me to hook him?
No,
Or-
you can hook him. I
Charlie,
was,
you want to hook him? Or do you want me to hook him?
Don't matter. Don't matter over there.
I was just getting him used to this water tank.
Oh, okay.
Making sure he's okay.
Didn't want to shock him. I have to put the hook in.
They say it's the first step that's the hardest. It's not. It's really the third.
Peyton, thank you.
What did we get a dang super chat?
I was thumbing the hell out of that because I felt it too.
Colton been up there throwing one for 20 minutes and ain't backlashed
Jeez.
once.
No, that's why.
Backlashing up there?
Like, twice.
Oh.
I got it out
Oh, well, I can't like it, but Peyton, I see your 99 cents, and we say thank you. I can't like it.
You know what it is?
What?
You don't use these enough.
I use them every
Andrew,
time
we're
we
using
fish.
white perch.
Well,
I don't have enough braid to finish rigging all the Komodos.
you need to change his line. That's what it is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's pretty new.
Ain't no way.
It's less than 6 months old.
This line feels like shit compared to mine.
Well, I actually go fishing.
Well, yeah, I get fishing. If you ask my dad, I fish more than I should.
Did he say that?
Well, I mean, when I'm supposed to be at work and I'm on the river.
You don't need that kind of negativity in your life.
I know. I told him if I heard that again, I was firing him.
And you tied him in a knot?
Jamie was being too nice to him. I had to throw him around a little bit.
That's fine.
Let him know who's boss.
What do we think the odds are that they pick a line up and I feed them a whole spool?
I don't know.
They probably think the same thing people on YouTube are. No, look at all of them flying.
Sarah, we are fishing in South Carolina on Santee Cooper.
Alright. Take 3.
Perfect.
Just turn the clicker on and put her in freeze bowl.
None of the others are.
You're right. None of the others have been hit yet.
Can't say that. Mine got hit late 4 years.
Yeah, but remember, it's on the live bait side.
What are we gonna do if Colton catches that big old blue cat?
We're gonna laugh as he struggles to reel it in up there.
I want to see how sturdy that sabiki stick is.
That probably 6-pound test Ozark Trails mono will break long before that sneaky stick.
Well, hello.
As long as he's having fun.
Ashley says, hey y'all.
Hey y'all. Why we got so many fish grips on the boat? We don't need them.
You were the one that insisted on putting 5 on the boat.
If the one that was supposed to be on the boat was on the boat, we'd have 6 on it.
Well, it's currently at your mom's.
Slot full of weed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you happy.
We're trying to catch something.
I can't believe you walked all the way to that other dock last night.
If funny thing is Chris told me he was going to do that. So I was waiting for it.
What are you trying to do, Bobo?
There's a lily pad right here. There we go.
So I was waiting for that to happen.
Yeah, Becca got a good laugh at that last night after I was telling her. She said, I can see his face now.
He turned beet red
Oh, yeah.
real quick. So funny.
I somewhat knew he was joking, but also was unsure for a minute. So he did a pretty good job of selling that.
Oh, so you didn't know?
No.
No. Well, see, when Chris originally said he was going to mess with y'all about it, he said he was going to mess with Charlie about it. And then he was like, but maybe I'll mess with Tank. And I said, it's kind of fun to pick on both of them. He said, don't say anything. I'm going to mess with him. I was like, okay. And that was like a week ago.
Right.
It's all fun and games until Tank starts saying he wants to stay at the cabin. He don't want to go fish that morning. No, sir, you will go fishing.
I don't know. I don't think he's going to have any opportunities to go fishing.
He ain't about that one at all.
More white perch hitting out there.
Why does that one rod get such a bounce to it?
That one's got a big live bait on it.
Does it?
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is it's got a live bait that's wrapped up around the main line?
Yeah.
What type of fisherman are you?
The type that fishes.
What did you say, Colton?
Colton's the special kind.
Yeah, he's currently
I
hung.
don't know if he said bass or the best.
Oh, yeah, I got a big disgusting.
Every once in a while, but that's just the point.
Hello?
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, I got excited too.
Burrito, can you hear me? Can you see? Talk to me, gooses. How good of a fish?
Hello. What'd you get? Huh? You let go. Oh. Yeah, we've had two that way. I found a new way out of this place. Yeah, it's way better. I'm in that cut right now. We've had two.
Yes, I can. Okay.
Get hooked up.
You're back.
How many have you caught?
I don't know what happened.
Oh, this is pretty bad too. Because the bite's pretty terrible. Well, I don't know where it is.
No, not yet.
Because I've been moving and covering water. Have not found anything lights out around. I think it's a shallow water pipe. And I think it's up in these trees.
It's Linda's fault.
Anchoring in these.
We'll just blame him regardless.
Because that's the only two
I think it's Mr. Tank up front.
pull downs that we've got have been on anchor. But this is definitely the way to go. Where's the main channel toward the bridge? Where the channel kicks back to the bank over here? Like when you come out of here and hang her left? Where the channel kicks back to the bank? It's just right there. So right, let's see,
I want to say it's right before you hit all the green.
right before all the green buoys.
Yep, there's a latch. Such a bright sunny day. It is. It's raining where you're at. Oof.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Not gonna lie. As long as it didn't get super crazy
It's
humid,
right before you
some
get
rain
to the
would be
flooded
nice.
timber. Nope, that's flooded timber too. I can show you on a map. Been a pretty decent place to play. No, we missed two. Pretty aggressive, heavy takedowns. But
Ask him if he could bring us some worms.
Tank said, "We bring us some worms." You just suspending the speaky rig. Yeah. Are they good sized perch or little perch?
Oh, you're in monsoon season? Yeah. I didn't think about that.
Oh, perfect. We're probably going to milk that school for all it's worth. Oh, so you went back and picked everybody up? We.
So he's got a Jenny, a Corey, a Caleb, and Becca and Bellamy? Oh. Alright. Let it pull drag.
Oh, we got some action. Hold on, Tank. Hold on, Chris.
Hello. What, are you perch fishing again? Oh. Nah, he's thinking about it.
That's why I put it in freeze.
Yeah.
Are you in the US? We are.
She had one big takedown on that one earlier on the live bait, and it stole it. We just chunked it back over the same area and had the same kind of. No, anchored. You get the power poles down. Yeah. We started dragging not far from the boat landing this morning. It seemed like every time he turned around, he got hung up. He was on the side of it just a little bit. Yeah, they have winds blowing pretty good out there. Yeah. Alright, that'll work.
We are currently fishing in South Carolina on Santee Cooper.
Typically don't get that fast.
That one last night hit just like a flathead. Hey, step down on the floor, please. Thank you.
I'm in West Virginia. Are you all catfishing? We are.
Trying to scoop
Well,
all
darn.
of them up, just
What'd Chris say?
he said they were out in the channel now.
We are using for or I can talk. We were using white perch for bait.
Alright, that's enough. That's one way to do it.
Marcia, if you be patient, I eventually get to your comments. We were just intensely watching Richard try to finesse a fish that's been stealing our bait.
We're not even gonna run the clicker. We're just gonna tell Colt he needs to watch that one. Put her back in Melanie then.
Sit in this house.
As long as we're happy.
The guy wants leftover burgers or hot dogs.
You're at our house.
They're at our house, and it's unlocked.
There's yours.
Nice and peaceful, except for motor noise, like a washing machine. That's the inverter.
Just waiting. Oh, did you have to go refill that one?
No, I just dropped it. Slightly up off the bottom. Hello, what's up? Oh, not much, just fishing. Yeah, I know it picks up on the live stream. But without it, we wouldn't be able to live stream, so. Just one of those
It normally
things.
doesn't run this long, to be honest. It normally cycles, but it's pretty dadgum hot.
It's pretty hot, and it's also old.
It is. It tends to struggle a little bit. It's had a rough life.
been a lot of rainstorms. Because it's the same one we've had since we've been tank fishing.
No, it's not.
No?
Maybe
Oh,
we had
that's
that one
right.
burned up.
This one's what, a year and a half? 2 years?
2 years. I want to know what's over there.
Smooth and figure it out.
I'll throw you and give you a head start to go over there. That way you might catch it. Just wiggle your fingers and your toes as you do it.
Uh-huh.
And I bet you catch him. Not aggressive enough to be a gator.
That noise you hear is the live well.
Keeping the bait fresh. About ready to say it's time to go back and catch some perchy perches and cool off for a little bit, but I don't think the bite's over yet. I think we got about another hour and a half, 2 hours before they kind of shut down. Do we want to give up on this spot and just move a little bit?
Okay.
That's up to you. Get on Capitan.
No, this is a democracy. We all vote.
I wouldn't be opposed to attempting to drag this area.
Oh, I am definitely opposed to that.
Okay.
Do you not remember the tree? And when you reel in, everything you reel in slap full of lily pads. How long do you think that's going to drag very good? Jamie, your squall's dragged super loose.
Here, come do this one, Colton.
Yeah, do the other side.
Wait for me.
Yeah. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Slow down. You're reeling in live bait, so real slow.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I was like, why?
No, he's on a Komodo. He's over there with it in high gear. You want to reel it fast enough to keep it off the bottom, but slow enough to keep it off the surface. See?
Alright, just set him down to where he's in the water. Just set him down here.
Oh, I'm just gonna put him in.
Yeah, you can put him right there off the side. Nope, put it in an angle. There you go. Top side, off the... There you go. Slide the rod in just a little bit more. Yep. That way it's not on that butt cap. Looky there. You said you can't teach young dogs new tricks. Can't believe you forgot his leash and collar.
Always forget something.
I'm just glad that he behaved yesterday and we didn't get kicked out of here for his foul mouth on the first night.
I know it.
Oh.
Taking these off.
Nah, we're gonna leave these
Put that
baits.
on.
I let go of it just a touch too early.
I do that on mine all the time. And it's like, dang, I thought I had it perfect.
He's still a blooper.
I had to check.
All the rest of mine are cut bait, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot she had 3 live baits over there.
They're all that. Oh yeah, you're right. It's one.
You can leave him hanging. We're not going far. A whole bunch of people watching everybody reel rods in. What's that?
Shit gurgling where it drained back out. So
What, the Suzuki? Oh. Okay. My job's complete. I moved us to a new area. I heard that.
one was on it.
What? don't think that guy likes being nose hooked.
Nah.
I feel like you're a little gun shy on the thumb in the mouth.
I've picked more birds in this south today than I have in the past 6 months.
I don't know what you want. I don't run my reels that tight. Look how effortlessly you can throw that far.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm trying to put too much effort into it.
I mean, I was throwing them backwards. Well, this could be a problem.
Just far enough to get the wind from that way.
I think so. But I mean, once they're all spaced and thrown, who cares?
That breeze feels good.
It'll be fine.
Your mama says, hello, my fishing family.
Hello, Mom.
Lincoln, we are in South Carolina fishing Santee Cooper. And
This is on the fishing, not catching.
Susan says, hello, Charlie and Tank.
She watches you guys on the tickle top. I heard that too.
This one got the rain.
We really need to figure this out and get it together if we're gonna have a fish fry.
Yeah.
Right now, we all be fighting over a couple slivers of channel cat.
We'd all have a nugget.
No. I don't know that I can cut that channel cat into 10 pieces. We really need like 6 fish, 7 fish.
Where are you fishing? Henry, we are in South Carolina fishing Santee Cooper.
Santee Cooper.
Rah. It's definitely the attitude for today. Poop.
Are we sunning on them?
Yep.
You might cool it off a little bit by unplugging it for a little while. I could tell Colt the secret way to catch birds.
Have you caught anything? No.
I don't know if I need to tell you this. You won't believe me if I tell you.
How much is
Lay off
launching
one
there?
side of
I
one of those
pay.
Perch. Cut off little pieces of it and put on the hooks.
To catch perch?
We
Oh no, I'll
put in at
Tank, pull one out and I'll cut
the
it.
cabin.
Bait.
It says move, big rabbit.
I'll try to catch that small one.
He's got to be a decent sized one.
Decent.
You need a few more rods.
There's 4 people on the boat. Go cry somewhere else, you dang Democrat.
You good?
Hey,
How are you? I am undecided for the moment.
Just looking.
Currently undecided.
Hey.
My tummy's doing somersaults. He wasn't talking to me.
And just cut into those slivers.
We are fishing in South Carolina on Santee Cooper.
Go get the pole.
Ow.
Yeah.
Just reel it all the way up.
Reel it all the way
It
up.
won't.
Huh?
It won't. I got the swivel in and
Okay, so push the button. Now try it again.
You're reeling it too fast. It's hooking it. Just reel it slower. The top Zabiki keeps hooking into it.
Do you know you can fillet an entire side of a perch off and he'll like flop away?
I did not know that.
here we go.
There you go.
That's the whole benefit to a Zabiki stick.
I mean, Henry, we do, but this is a brand new body of water for the four of us. First time being here. So we're trying to figure everything out.
And you didn't even waste him. He's still 2 pieces of catfish bait.
Yeah.
Here, let me.
Tyler says, fish with cut shad or herring using a Santee Cooper rig.
I am using cut bait with a Santee Cooper rig.
I fish that lake very often. Well, where are the fish, sir?
Well, it also depends on what lake.
Yeah.
Because Santee Cooper is a watershed system. It is not one individual lake. And I'm willing to bet he fishes the lower lake, not the upper lake.
If I actually catch something on this, if I catch a white perch using white perch, I'm just gonna jump in the water.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's already said it. Just don't reel the Sabiki rig into the stick while it's got bait on it. Because I've been lazy and done that while it has worms on it and it dries to the inside of the rod and it's a real pain in the butt to get it back out.
Mm-hmm. Same thing. He
Y'all at the north end or south
leaves,
end?
I'm in Jack's Creek. Well, technically I'm not in Jack's Creek, but I'm really close to Jack's Creek. Which I think is the middle of the upper lake. I don't know, there's so many dang trees around, it's hard to tell where anything is.
yeah. And last piece of bait.
Joshua, we are fishing for catfish. And then we're getting tank rigged up for white perch.
Go on, not going gonna trust you to walk and
sorry.
stick people with hooks.
I appreciate that.
Good luck on the fishing. Oh, thank you.
Don't toward the lily pads. Throw it out to the water.
Well, we gotta make sure it's in there.
There you go. Now just let it sit.
What are you using for bait? We are using
White perch.
white perch.
My eyes are green. I don't have blue eyes.
I don't feel like taking my sunglasses off.
Yeah, we have to wear
Oh.
shades around here.
He's got a big one.
Whoop, biggin, biggin. Get the net. Oh, look at him working it. Here it comes.
That's a nice fish.
I was gonna say that actually might be a freaking. Ain't a bad fish at all.
No.
Probably a 260, close to a 3.
What are you doing fishing this early?
Ain't that early.
Fishing?
He said, "Show him your arm tattoo." Well, I was showing it.
I'm a winter dog tattoo.
I mean, honestly, I think this guy needs a bottle of water more than anything. He sounds awfully thirsty.
Here, I got some liquid IV. Hello. You don't need to go fishing. You already caught a 10 out of 10. Aw, thanks.
I am pretty spectacular.
He's amazing.
Like a bull in a china shop all of a sudden.
I swear.
I know. Did you forget how to use those big old feet, son? I say that because your feet are definitely bigger than mine.
You're
Yeah,
bigger than
those.
mine.
What size shoe do you wear?
I don't know, like a 9.5.
Yeah, those are 11s.
I
Don't make no sense. I mean, I know I got big feet, but I'm also 6'1".
So Tyler says, if that spot doesn't pan out, head towards 95 and try around the bridges.
See, I was gonna do that earlier, but we were getting blown so bad in the wind around the bridge. I think Tyler figured out where we are. Since I said we're in Jack's Creek, but not in Jack's Creek. See, I think back in that marshy water is so much cooler.
We caught a rather large flathead not very far from where you are last summer.
Hey, we got a couple live baits out. We hopeful.
Whole bunch of blues over 20. I would be happy with a 2-pounder at this moment.
It's been a tough day. We haven't really marked a large population of fish either, though.
I want to try to get the skunk off the boat.
I mean, by the time Colton starts catching some perch, we'll be ready to go. The problem is, I think I'm gonna have to go up there and throw it to get a little further out.
I'm thinking so.
I threw it pretty far out. And I'm going to let it sit until this timer on my phone goes off.
You might as well cancel that timer, bud.
Okay.
Sit down. He's just casting it out further.
You fishing stumps or the channel?
Kind of both.
He says kind of both where we're at. Hello from Chicago, Illinois. Well, hello.
How do you decipher which is which? Because there were stumps in the channel.
Yeah, I was gonna say. We drug a stump field all morning, and it wasn't producing anything other than a huge impact on my wallet. We have fished open channel. We have fished standing timber. We have fished trees. We fished lily pads. Now we're fishing cypress root balls. Kinda. Partly.
He said, been hot and lots of rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're currently sitting in 85-degree water.
It's freaking hot water, that is for sure.
Hello from the Blue Ridge Mountains.
I know where that is.
Hello. Tennessee, right?
Did that bass boat go up in there?
Yes. They can actually. I mean, if you look, it's there's like a whole nother little.
I'm telling y'all, that's where the fish are.
Bluey will just come up and work right there.
You're not committed to. If you're not committed to catfish, north end gets real swampy, and turns out some big shell cracking.
Yeah. I mean, it's real swampy-ish where we're at right now. And I definitely feel like some worms up in some of that sketchiness would be
Fire.
some dang good fishing. But
Bait rods are back at the cabin.
that's, and it's kind of sketchy to put this big of a boat in
That.
those areas. I mean, she's kind of wide. She's a thick girl.
Michael says you got an aluminum boat. No worries.
I've already bounced it off trees today. I don't know if you've priced for these things. But the way my bank
Well,
account's
he did
set
just say props are cheap.
up, tell Chris Souders that. He bent the shaft in the lower unit yesterday. They all up in it.
Somebody will get you out if you get stuck.
Yeah, I'm on third tank off the boat, return to push. He's got big feet, surface area, keep him from sinking into mud. That's what those big feet are for. Chris is fixing to text me and be like, oh, we went out in the channel and drugged for 5 minutes, caught 37 fish.
Yeah.
They're like, good, I hope you threw them in a live well.
Oh, what up, Creole?
Creole! Colton, have you looked at the speaky stick at all? Can you see it from where you're sitting?
No.
I mean, you ain't got to walk up there. I could have spun around so you have to get up just to see what the line's doing. That's fine. Nothing exciting. catching perch on perch works at home. Maybe it doesn't work here. I don't think that's how that works.
Hey Tyler, can you catch white perch off a white perch down here?
To be fair, we also don't know that the perch works.
That is fair.
Even if it doesn't catch perch, it's got fresh cut bait on it.
Right, it ought to attract something.
I bet that turtle's fun on that little bitty reel with no line. Say,
Michael says, I like Chris Souders. He's a nice dude.
I'm pretty fond of him myself.
He's a pretty swell guy.
He's somewhere a couple miles away from us right now. We heard he was going to fish this area, so we all rented cabins around him so we could come get a signature. Did you fangirl when you got out of the car? Was he just standing on the porch like, hi?
Yeah, he walked up on our porch. Becca said, there's a boat pulling up out there. I said, yeah, pretty sure it's Chris Souders. She said, really? You gonna run in there and talk to him? I said, no. And then I heard a knock on the door. I was like, damn.
Hi, I'm Chris Souders. Two-time fellas ain't gonna
Bobcat says, he's all right, but he's no white queen like Richard is. Huh? Oh, that's hilarious. So this spot sucks. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us saw what actually happened.
What?
I
did.
saw it come back up.
What, that one?
Yep. You're gonna have to learn how to thump.
What?
You're gonna
We'll
learn how to
teach you how to
thump.
do that later.
You're learning a whole bunch of new things.
Yeah.
You're not gonna know what to do when you get back home. Things like, hey, just put spot lock so I can fish. I don't need you for anything else. Get out of my way.
Yep.
There's that big old Santa Claus hole.
I think he's
Is that a sea ark?
Yeah. Just follow him. He looks like he knows where he's going.
Yeah, he makes this area not look sketchy at all.
Well,
Where'd he come from?
you better protect your sandwich, Rocco.
He was down there somewhere.
I'm telling you, I think fish are in all these trees. Am I imagining things, or did something just beep?
Something just beeped.
I can't believe Chris ain't catch something back in that hole this morning.
Told you.
projectors are beeping.
All you gotta do is look at it, buddy. You ain't gotta mess with it.
If it ain't bouncy, there ain't nothing on it.
Tyler says, I heard it through the stream too. I just don't know what beat.
I don't know. This'll beep. I just want to check the voltage. 12.3, we're fine. If it wasn't that, I don't know.
Michael said, battery check.
That's exactly what I did. Graph's batteries at 13.4. And the cranking batteries at 12.3, so we're fine.
Hold on. All good down there.
I was gonna say your Wi-Fi still works, so the inverter didn't cut off. There's no telling. No. I don't know about that. Nothing's good idea.
I don't know, Uncle Man. You think it's a good idea? I love that video.
So dumb.
No, it's not.
I think what we're gonna have to do is get back to the stump field, anchor up, just hang out in the wind, all obnoxiously.
Hey, stop.
See, there are so many people that are just going.
Well, they say if you just hit it at full tilt, that you zoom right through and you don't hit anything.
Looks like the first rod left of the motor may be hung. It's possible.
I mean, it's not hung, it's just probably wrapped up in a bunch of crap. It got a bunch of lily pads on it.
Stop that.
We should have just went to Virginia and fished. I catch fish when we go there.
Yeah, but we're staying in some pretty neat cabins.
I will say the cabins make it worth it. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
And being able to just see the boat ramp from the cabin and the dock from the cabin is kind of nice. Teach Tank to thump. That way he's got something to do.
Right?
You gotta keep going.
Yeah.
What?
The thumping brings perch in.
See, how do I get back there? Well, obviously. You catch anything? No, not yet. Y'all
Yeah.
local or travel to fish?
Traveled.
Yeah.
I've never even seen this body of water before in my life. Until we rolled up yesterday and said, all right, let's try to fish it in the morning. I think this just proves how easy fishing with current is.
Fishing without current sucks.
Creole agrees.
I'm on a boat and it's going fast. How long are you gonna be in town?
We leave
Sunday.
Sunday. Depends. If we go swimming with the crocodilators, we might be here forever.
I don't want to swim with the crocodiles.
That's good, because they don't have crocodiles here.
I said crocodiles.
They don't have crocodiles either. They're not after wilds here. They're see you laters. I'm really confused by that.
Yeah.
He says, no, I'm just sitting here playing solitaire because I'm bored. How long are you guys staying on the
Do you
water?
remember getting the comment on TikTok? Give me a car to edit, or name a car for an edit. We used to get them on TikTok all the time, and I've seen them in other people's lives.
I don't know what you're talking about.
These kids would comment in the TikTok lives, name a car for an edit. I was like, I don't even know what that freaking means. He's got some game on his phone where you pick a car and you go in there and you change the wheels and you change the paint and you do. I said, oh, so you're one of the kids that used to comment on their lives.
Yep.
I know some good landings down around Charleston. If you want to do some saltwater fishing.
I only bought a freshwater license, but if I had done any recon about how close to saltwater this was, we'd have planned a day to go saltwater fish.
Facts.
I mean, one time won't hurt it, right? As long as I bring it back here and put it back in freshwater and run it for a while.
He threw his whole pole and everything in the water, didn't he?
No, he put it on the bow of the boat, but
That's what Bellman did.
he got himself all wrapped up though.
And then he's screaming, murder.
While we were at the place today,
How long are you guys staying on the water? I don't know,
boat.
Lucas.
whatever.
To
Bellman had
be
this little
determined.
fishing pole with a button reel on it.
Yeah.
So she's kind of pretty good at casting it. So she would press the button and cast. She pressed the button, casted, and then threw the rod.
Tyler says you don't need to buy a don't need a saltwater license to fish
Go
the
fishing
paid
for a fishing pole.
play piers.
Oh, that is true.
To fish what?
If you go on the piers that charge you to fish on them, it covers your out-of-state license. I don't know, I figure here in about 15 minutes we'll wrap this live up and we'll go back to the cabin.
There you go, Lucas. 15 minutes.
Dock, we'll just tie the boat up right there on the dock.
I'll go get some worms and a fishing pole,
Yeah.
and then start
We'll just
filling
kind of
this
hang
up.
out and chillax for a little bit.
Sit in the AC for a minute. What is that?
I don't need to be in the AC.
Side scan.
Yeah, so. I mean, I ain't even worried about the AC, but I'm moderately hungry.
Yeah, I think we're going to try to find that Walmart.
Wow.
I'll get some stuff.
Because we don't have any real food.
Yeah.
I feel like munchies. I mean, we've got. If
Well,
we're not
what else
cooking
should-
breakfast? We got sausage eggs.
What all are you going to want to do with those steaks tonight?
All I had a steak.
Well, if we go to Walmart, we can get potatoes and salad stuff and whatever else.
Where are y'all? We are fishing in South Carolina on Santee Cooper.
Well, if you want to leave Colton with us, as long as he behaves, you can hang out with us.
That's 1,000% up to y'all.
I don't care.
Well, y'all ain't.
Are y'all using Santee rigs?
Sometimes
fishing for
Bellman's like, no,
catfish?
he's going to go with us.
Yeah, and I still sometimes. stay
No
at the
bobber.
house.
We have a float on our
We
Santee
have
rig.
a bullseye.
We have a bullseye float on the Santee rig. That's right. You tell him, Colton.
Where can they get them at?
Outdoors.com. I knew there was another thing before the
What's
What code do they
promo
use to
code?
save 10%?
Tank 10.
There you go.
There you go.
Because I don't have a code for those.
What's the water temp? Coopin? It is 85.66 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's sad that it's really at the Bellamy.
She's the boss.
He is.
For what?
Everything.
Everything with Holden.
Sometimes he'll ask me where we wanted to go.
So what you're saying is the odds of getting Becca and Bellamy to go to Walmart for you are slim to not happening.
Yeah.
Bellamy would probably be the one that's like, I want to go fishing, and then she fishes on our boat.
She doesn't want to go fishing. She wants
Oh,
to
if
play
you
with
need
the bait.
somebody to make a decision for you, that's the girl to ask. She
Yeah.
will make a decision. She don't know what kind of decisions you're asking
What
her
boat is
about,
that?
but
It
she
is
will.
a ProCat 240.
Missed a part. She missed CR.
See our ProCat 240. Going for muskie? No, catfish.
We might spin all the way around.
Wow, water temp in reservoirs I'm around is about 70. Yeah. They're catfishing. Nice boat. Thank you.
It's only 6 months old, and I bet it's been bounced off more stumps than most boats in a lifetime.
Do you think they're using a frog? What do you think they're fishing with?
Oh, no.
Ask him.
Thank you.
Ask
We're
him
not
if you
close
kept
The
that.
rip, my question is, are they going to try to fish that bank line between us and the trees?
I will not put it past them.
I'm just watching.
Richard, I got something to tell you when we get back to the cabin.
Definitely a frog.
Yeah, it's a frog. You got Hex frog down there.
I do. Are you really going to make me catch a ditch pickle out here?
I thought about it.
Can you use this for bait here?
No.
No.
Can't use crappie here either.
Really?
What?
Kingfish. Can't use it in South Carolina.
That's why when people ask what we're using, I tell them what we're using. I say it's different regulations for different areas.
Tyler, we're using both. I'm musky fishing like that later, but we trolling some lures. Nice. Are y'all fishing around the canal?
No, we are very far from the canal.
I forgot what a canal is. I know I learned it in social studies or whatever.
Tyler said,
Put you on
Lord
all
knows,
years
don't put a
school.
crappie on,
Huh?
LOL.
So I'm gonna put you in the year-round school.
Then we want to be over here fishing.
I would.
Yeah, you got to think he's fished with us without you.
There was one time after school we were on the bus, one of my friends was on TikTok and said, "Look, your dad's out fishing."
guy in the black pants casts like teenagers and stuff. The other one seems like he's not too sure.
Yeah, but the other one was the one that caught the fish. Still fishing? Yes, Peyton, we are still fishing.
Yeah, but just because you catch the fish doesn't
Canals
mean
are
you know
fun to
what you're
fish,
doing.
but are hard to figure out the technique. William says using bullhead catfish is great bait in Santee. Shad or herring? Tyler, we are using white perch.
Is herring illegal to use here too?
No.
No, when you can catch the river herring in the canal, that's a great bait here.
The what?
River
Oh,
herring.
river herring. That's not what my friend
not-
said.
I was thinking of blue herring.
Blueback herring?
Yeah.
You can use those here too. But I don't
Very
think they're
commonly
very
used
valid.
in for striper.
My bait can't keep you really frisky.
I reeled up all in.
I'm
Here,
gonna
window
cheer
here,
so
window.
loud if he catches a bass on those little nets.
It would be cool to see one blow up right there.
I know.
But I'm gonna reel his whole combo and boat in if he hooks one of my lines.
Especially with the one on the tunes.
I'd actually rather it be on a squall.
What are you fishing for? Catfish. Tyler says, go find some shad or herring. Santee General Store sells them frozen. Never had good luck with white perch for catfish. I've heard folks say that it's a great bait.
I was gonna say, all our friends that fish Santee use white perch this time of year. They use shad and herring in the spring. But we've also got half a dozen live baits out. What kind of prick do you have to be to watch us sit here and run your boat inside casting distance of us and fish?
The one that chases ditch pickles.
They're
Welcome back.
trying to catch bait for us.
Tyler says, I want more oily baits.
Perch is pretty oily.
Yeah. And they cook you every once in a while.
Yeah, that's kind of inconvenient.
Then you're fishing with your blood and their blood.
Yeah. It's like a double hook rig without the extra hook.
Yeah.
Two baits, same place. I bet a 4-ounce coin sinker goes right through the side of that boat.
That was a great color.
How mad do you think you'll be if I reel one of those up and throw it right across the bow of that boat?
Does the 50-foot rule apply when you're trolling?
I think common sense is the least common thing on that whole boat.
We are catfishing. Is Michael still here? I don't know. Michael has a commented in a minute that I've seen.
Oh, now he's gonna pull out of the lily pad bed and pull right behind my boat. This is why people call them assholes.
Jones, this is our first time out here on Santee
Where
Cooper.
we were fishing.
We are currently using
People were bass fishing.
white perch.
And it was me, him, and one of his friends.
We're doing
Well,
pretty
his
good.
friend said, we should get a flag and that fits in the rocket launchers, and it say "My fish eat yours."
Some of them aren't bad. Most of them just are.
Yeah.
Looks like a nice place. Good luck. Thank you.
I mean, the ironic part of this is he could have just trolled past, not trying to fish everywhere that we're fishing, and caught the exact same number of fish he caught before he went through here being a jerk.
This is true.
Yeah, you know, common sense ain't common.
Have you guys got any fish while I was gone? No.
Couple hits.
All right. Go up.
I don't know. That's a Richard question.
Richard,
What?
you want to keep this dude?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the top and talk about
All those buttons that come over.
I cannot wait till we get this thing decked. Yeah. Boat setup is sick. Best of luck. Thank you.
You want to keep this cut bait on there?
No, that's not.
He sounds like me when I'm in the boat. Other people are so inconsiderate. Yeah.
Nope. We'll do that.
What's that?
Oh,
The little guy died?
yeah.
Going back.
That's alright.
Go by France or FB. Alrighty. That's good to know. Well, everyone who is hanging out with us, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy fishing content. Make them into cut bait now. No, we're getting ready to head back to the cabin. So make sure you like and subscribe, turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of our other fishing adventures. And we hope to see you guys next time on the water. Take care, tight lines, and God bless.